Previously on The Adventure of a Lifetime, we return to the lower 48 and begin our journey east by exploring the Pacific Northwest and North Cascades National Park. In this episode, we continue to drive across the country and make a quick 24-hour stop and visit two of America's best national parks, Yellowstone and Grand Teton. We're just an ordinary family with an extreme sense of adventure. Whether we're traveling by land, air, or sea, we will use our various methods of travel to make our way across North America to explore the last frontier. After exploring North Cascades National Park, we headed out the east entrance and drove all the way across Washington. Eastern Washington was awesome scenery. Then we crossed through Idaho, welcome to Montana, and found a place to camp in northern Montana. After getting some sleep, we continued driving. By going through northern Montana and Idaho, and finally we reached our destination, West Yellowstone. So we're entering here in the west entrance of Yellowstone National Park, and basically we're just driving through the park. We'll make some stops along the way as we make our way south, eventually ending up around the national forest between Yellowstone and Grand Teton for the night. So one day to see Yellowstone. Yellowstone National Park is mostly considered one of the best national parks in this entire country, and we've already explored so much this trip. We're just going to be making a quick stop, and I know this video won't give it full justice, but we will be back another day. Welcome to Yellowstone. Ooh, beautiful here. Yellowstone National Park is known for being one of the only places in the world with active geysers. We did a small hike to boiling mud flats to check some of them out. Boiling Mud Flats was a good first stop here as we make our way south. We're here at Grand Persimmon Geyser. This is by far the most people we've seen anywhere. That's super cool. the up close view. Now we're gonna hike up to the overlook and see it from above. Here's the Grand Persimmon Geyser overlook. And we're just doing a speed run here of the south end of Yellowstone as we make our way back home. Like stop Old Faithful. There it is.
Feel bad. Yeah, and I thought it was going off in 10 minutes, so.
There it is, Old Faithful erupting. Oh, that's probably it. It was a few minutes early, caught us by surprise, but we saw the eruption of Old Faithful. Now we're going to keep driving out the south entrance towards Grand Teton. Goodbye, Yellowstone. Nice, short and sweet stay. It was getting late and we were having trouble finding a place to camp. It seemed like all the places in the national forest were full, but we ended up getting lucky and secured a nice spot. So we're going to try to find a campsite, but the Flag Ranch campground only had this cabin available, so we have luxury cabin for the night. Decided to go for a quick bike ride and check out the sunset over the Tetons. Beautiful morning here in the Grand Teton. We're gonna head into the park, do some kayaking on the Snake River, check out Jenny Lake, all the good stuff here in and there's a good view of the Teton Range. We got our boats inspected and our permit, so we're good to go. So our first real adventure here at Grand Teton this morning. We got the pack raft. We're actually leaving the kayaks here because it's just easier. We're gonna put the pack raft in my backpack. We're here at Pacific Creek Landing. We're gonna walk up the road about 2 miles, put in the Snake River, and then float the snake back down. Should be a fun float. It's super hot out here today, so it's gonna be good to get out in the water. Load it up, let's do it. All right, here we go. About a 2-mile road walk to the put-in. We could have got the bikes and the actual kayaks or carts or whatever, but it's just super easy to put the pack raft on the back and walk it. So we're gonna take out at the Pacific Creek Landing, walk up the road for about 2 miles. In the bear from the left. The smoke's not that bad. There's the view of the Teton Range. So our put-in for today will be the Oxbow Bend turnout. Pack raft's inflated, ready to put in on the Snake River here. Beautiful. this is super cool. There's a bunch of, it's super clear, and there's fish swimming around. It's like a snorkeling trip here. Made it back here, Pacific Creek Boat Launch. Awesome ride today on the Snake River. Flatter than we expected, but it gets rougher down that section. So next time, we'll go that shape of here. I've actually never heard of anyone talk about snorkeling in Grand Teton National Park, but we had our snorkeling gear, so we just had to check it out. It was super clear, and there were a lot of fish swimming around. Next stop, Jenny Lake. A little more time in Grand Teton. We're gonna hike to Lay Lakes and String Lakes and do some pack rafting out to Boulder Island. Heard there's some good cliff jumping there. One final adventure before we keep driving back east. So we were hoping to find a good spot to go cliff jumping here in Grand Teton, but we didn't find the good spot, so we just did some more snorkeling. If you have kayaks or pack rafts, I would recommend going on it. We just don't have time today to get the pack raft out. So in case you're wondering why we're kind of in a hurry, we've been traveling for the past 6 weeks now. We went up to Alaska and all over the place. And we're just making our way back across the country. Thought we'd make a quick stop in Yellowstone and Grand Teton. So we didn't have a bunch of time to explore. We'll definitely be back here one day and do more adventures, but got some adventure again in a short amount of time, but now we gotta make our way back east. But this is such a beautiful place to be. Definitely enjoyed our time here in Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Parks. You can do it in a day, but there's so much to explore, so much time to explore. You could really never get enough of it. And now we're gonna keep driving. Next time on The Adventure of a Lifetime, we continue to make our way east and make one final adventure in the Wind River Range before finally calling it a trip.